strange case of a woman who slipped into a parallel universe that is slightly different from her home universe. This was on a message2eagle.com, so it's not like it's a legit site or anything. Well, what is legit anymore? I shouldn't even say that. That's wrong of me to say that. I take it back. It's a site. News is news anymore. So this is a woman from Spain. Okay, so I'm going to read the story here. Same apartment, but some things were out of place. It all started when Lena woke up in her Madrid apartment one morning. It seemed like just another normal day, but she noticed something odd. She didn't recognize the bed sheets she had slept on. She didn't think much about it, but soon she noticed small things around her that suggested something was wrong. Her apartment seemed to be the same, but some items seemed out of place, as if they didn't belong there. Some items in her flat were missing, while others were things she had never seen before. What was wrong? The most shocking discovery was that her boyfriend was gone. Did he leave her? Where did he go? At first, Lena thought her boyfriend had gone missing. However, the truth was much more horrifying. She looked for his phone number and couldn't find. That's what it says, folks. I didn't say couldn't find it. It's written a little weird, so I'm doing the best I can. She asked her friends about him, but no one seemed to know who she was talking about. Lena thought she might be going insane. She contacted the police and reported her boyfriend missing, but the police told her that there were no records of the missing person she was looking for. Was Lena insane? Lena couldn't understand what was happening, though she was convinced she was perfectly sane. She visited a psychiatrist who told her she experienced hallucinations due to stress. Right?
Uh-huh.
Lena disagreed. She was convinced something serious had happened. When Lena visited her family, she talked about her sister, but her parents told her the events she mentioned never happened. For example, her family didn't remember a surgery that was performed on her sister's shoulder a few months ago. When Lena asked her sister, she said she had never been operated on. Crazy, man.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many things around Lena that simply did not make sense. It was as if she was talking about events that had been experiencing in another life, another timeline. So many things didn't seem right. Lena went to work, and even there it was clear her life situation had changed in ways she couldn't never dream of. She worked for the same company, but in a different department in another building, in another part of the building. She said she felt so disoriented at work, she told her supervisor she was ill and went home. At first, it took her some time to find her supervisor because it was a person she had never met before, although her boss claimed to know her well. She noticed she had the same driver's license and her ID were in order, but so many other things in her life were wrong. She remembered events that people say never happened. Her boyfriend, whom she knew well, was said never to have existed. Items in her flat were unfamiliar. Lena has never been declared mentally ill, nor is she a drug user or drinker. She is a normal woman who told her story to the world, but few believe her. Today, she continues to search for clues. She thinks she has slipped into another universe that is only slightly different from her own home universe. Lena has accepted her fate and the possibility that she is stuck in this world and may never be able to go home again. Crazy, crazy story.
Oh, yes.
Like, holy, like you think about slight Mandela effect things that change. It's like, oh, I remember Fruit Loops, F-R-U-I-T, fruit, but no, it's F-R-O-O-T, something like that. It's like, you know, your world stops a little bit. Imagine waking up and you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever. They're gone. Insane. And then it's like, you remember that. And this is crazy because this kind of makes me think of like how the Mandela effect works too. You wake up and it's like your dreams. Think of your dreams. This is a better way to explain it. You're in that dream and you kind of think things are weird and different, but you just start to go with it after a while. Just like, all right, things are that way. You go with it, you know, and then you start wondering if you're insane. You know, if you got a long life with somebody, I couldn't imagine this because this could be a lot different, but you got a long life with somebody and then they're gone. But, you know, that happens in dreams too. You just kind of just roll with the punches and it's freaking insane. Chad says in the chat that he thinks the Ford logo, that must have been what did it for you, Chad, huh? I would still say the Fruit Loops one is the big one for me. But I got some bigger ones coming today on today's show. I'm going to break that down after the break. Crazy stuff that makes your head spin. So, yeah. We live in a crazy world, folks, and, you know, what are you going to do? But we're going to take a short break. We'll come back on the other side. I'm going to break down some planes frozen in the air. We're going to get into the Mandela effect stuff and some cloud seeding in Dubai. It's admitted. Yes, stay tuned. Talk is cheap.
Call us live at 1-605-562-0444. Show ID 146509. Phone lines are open.
This is Shane Robinson with Unbiased and On the Fence, and you're listening to Talk is Cheap with Dan Hohlfeld.
Want to listen to the show on the road? Subscribe to our audio podcast. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and many more platforms. Don't miss a single moment of Talk is Cheap.
Like what you hear? Consider supporting the channel by going over to our merch store and making a purchase. Go to k2d4network.com for more.